Special Prosecutor Jack Smith is planning to use tenuous and difficult to decipher data against Donald Trump in order to jail him for the rest of his life. The first son, Hunter Biden, skips his congressional testimony and will now be held in contempt of court. He says, "I swear the big guy is actually the good guy and that he is just being drugged through the mud by bitter Republicans." Ukraine begs for money, but Republicans hold the line finally and tell Zelensky and Democrats no more money until the U.S. southern border is officially fixed. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out, so thank you so much. As you've noticed, I've been in and out of the office, but I still come on each day with well-researched news so that you can be kept in the loop on what's really going on. So thank you so much. House Speaker Mike Johnson has just laid out 6 points of evidence against Joe Biden only days before the impeachment inquiry hearing. These evidence points highlighted that Biden's received millions and millions of dollars in foreign money. Direct monthly payments were made to Joe Biden from a Chinese state-linked company for no apparent reason, and that Biden spoke with his son's business partners at least 22 times and then lied about it a dozen times in order to win the presidency. Now, it's going to take all Republicans voting to impeach Joe Biden. That doesn't mean he'll be impeached, but it does give them subpoena power in order to go after past records, especially National Archive records, dig into Hunter Biden, his businesses, and his business partners. And they are going to fight this tooth and nail to make sure that none of this gets back to the American public before the election. However, Hunter Biden, he already screwed up big time. He is saying that this is a witch hunt organized to make dad look bad. He swears his dad is good and his crack addiction made him bad. He then skipped his congressional testimony today, which means that he will be arrested and jailed and forced to comply anyway. Now, I'm guessing that he's hoping Republicans won't come after him, but he has now basically skipped a congressional hearing, and he's on the run, which means that they will hunt him down and arrest him and bring him in, just like they did with 2 of Trump cabinet members, Steve Bannon and Peter, can't remember Peter's name, but they were both arrested and held in contempt of Congress. And that's exactly what should happen to Hunter Biden if we live in a fair legal system, which we do not. So I will keep you in the loop on what happens. Former Representative Liz Cheney has called former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy a pathetic human being who is desperate to get the attention of Donald Trump and a cabinet position now that he has left Congress. Both Liz Cheney and Kevin McCarthy previously blamed Donald Trump for the January 6 riots. However, unlike Cheney, McCarthy's views changed, and a month later, he was down at Mar-a-Lago working with Donald Trump on his comeback and how Republicans could take the House of Representatives. Cheney stated, "I think it's sad, but I think history is going to show that Kevin's unwillingness to do the right thing did real damage. Only time will tell, but Liz Cheney hates Donald Trump with all of her might." And so, of course, she's going to say terrible things about Kevin McCarthy. Okay, now, Special Counsel Jack Smith, the guy trying to get former President Donald Trump put in jail for over 700 years, has revealed a new plan to use former President Donald Trump's cell phone data against him in the January 6th indictment. This data will reportedly be presented by 3 expert witnesses paid hundreds of thousands of dollars who will show the jury the moment of individuals' movement towards the Capitol during and after the president's speech. But Smith is going to have trouble moving the case forward, as Trump has filed for the case to be dismissed, claiming that he has presidential immunity since he was still officially president of the United States. Now, after the appeal was submitted, Smith finally caved, knowing he was going to lose, and sent that to the Supreme Court, where a final decision is expected to be made in a couple of weeks. If the decision is made in Trump's favor, the case will be dropped. If it's made in Smith's favor, then it will go to trial, and he will try to use cell phone data against people. Now, the other major hurdle Jack Smith will have against Trump is we already know the cell phone data because the FBI used it against January 6 defendants to show their movement in and out of the Capitol. However, there was a second rally scheduled down near the Capitol. So, of course, at the end of Trump's speech, you're going to see cell phone data migrating towards the Capitol. On top of that, this doesn't prove that Trump was connected to any of the organizations that the FBI knew were coming to do damage. Remember, Yogananda Pittman withheld all of these reports from Chief Steve Sund of the Capitol Police, and this is why the police were overwhelmed. It's also why they didn't want National Guard there. They wanted this to happen, and they set the stage for this to happen. The problem is they're not going to be able to connect Trump to this because it's already been 2 years of investigation, and there's no connection between him and the Proud Boys or Oath Keepers or any of the other groups. There's also zero connection to the now believed hundreds of FBI agitators that were hired to be in the crowd. The last problem Jack Smith will encounter is he can't prove that anybody was moving towards the Capitol with criminal intentions. Walking towards the Capitol doesn't make you guilty. It also doesn't, if your cell phone data was here and ends up here, it doesn't show your mental state. It doesn't show whether you were being peaceful or whether you were coming to do damage. It also doesn't show what your mental reaction was to the flares and the flashbang explosions that were thrown into the peaceful crowd. We now know for a fact that the police agitated the peaceful protest in order to get the people stirred up and moving towards the Capitol. They were throwing percussion grenades into the crowd, and the crowd was being peaceful, and the new footage that was released by Speaker Johnson proves what I'm saying. I'm not making this up. This has absolutely been proven. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has just traveled to the United States for the third time in order to persuade Congress for more money. Despite his efforts, it appears that Republicans are numb to his requests. Even House Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has confirmed there's not going to be any more money going to Ukraine. After meeting with Zelensky, House Speaker Mike Johnson also reiterated that border security in America must come before border security in Ukraine. Zelensky was unable to persuade Mike Johnson to give him more money. New statements from Iran have sparked controversy about sending more money to Ukraine. According to Iran's foreign minister, the terrorist groups Hamas and Hezbollah can easily secure weapons from Ukraine's black market whenever they want. Even more worrisome is that he hinted that they no longer have to flow weapons over to these groups because they can just get it from Ukraine. Now, I don't know whether this is true or not, and there's going to be an investigation, but basically, remember, only about 30% of the money and the weapons the United States is sending to Ukraine are actually being used. The rest is being stolen and then sold on the black market. Now we have Iran saying, we know for a fact that Hamas and Hezbollah are getting their weapons from Ukraine, not from Iran. So again, they're going to have to look into this. Now, Israel and their bordering country, Lebanon, where Hezbollah is located, are reportedly in talks to have a peace agreement between the two countries. Lebanon's Hezbollah entered the war after October 7th and rained down missiles on Israel. In an effort to return peace to the region, Israel has reportedly considered a truce deal, but only on the condition that United States military troops are allowed in the region in order to be a third party that can keep peace in the region. So, could this spark another war, or is this going to be the thing that cools this war down and saves all of us from World War III? Okay, now listen, the billionaires that actually run Hamas, they're using, not only does Hamas use women and children in schools and hospitals as human shields, but these multimillionaires, 100 millionaires, billionaires that actually run Hamas and live in the lap of luxury in Qatar, they suddenly went missing. And it is believed that they are on the run and that the manhunt to hunt them down and take them out has begun. Remember, I shared on here that Netanyahu of Israel had ordered that Mossad take all of these individuals out, regardless of where they lived in the world. And so they're now taking this threat seriously, and boom, they are gone. They have run out of town. As Biden is focused on other countries, the average monthly mortgage payment in America has risen to over $3,300 a month. This is double what it was under Donald Trump. Double what it was. Now, the Wall Street Journal commented on the horrible state of the United States economy. They stated homeownership has become a pipe dream for more Americans, even those who could afford to buy just a few years ago. So, you know, they keep telling us that this is an amazing economy, better than the Trump economy, but those are lies. All of the data is proving that you kept more of your money, you needed to make less money, you could put more money in savings, and now grocery bills have doubled, mortgages have doubled, rent has gone up significantly. In fact, yesterday I had lunch with two people that voted for and loved Barack Obama, and one admitted to me voting for Joe Biden, sheepishly because he now regrets it. Both said they had to admit, even though they disliked Trump, life was more affordable and easy under Donald Trump. One pointed out it now costs him, on average, $1,000 more to live the exact way he used to 2 or 3 years ago. Let me know in the comments down below if you can relate to this. Are you living the exact same way, but it's just now more expensive? I know it is for me and my family. All right, now before you go, I want to remind you that you are amazing. Just in case nobody tells you that today, I'm telling you, you're amazing. Never forget it. Live like you're an amazing person because you are. Will you please give this video a like? It tells YouTube to share it out to the rest of YouTube. Also, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1.5 million amazing subscribers. On your way out, check out this video or also check out this video. Thanks so much, and I will see you on the next video.